Alright, welcome back to 9446 Network for another diecast review. Finally, we're back, and for this weekend's diecast reviews, we're going to be taking a look at Kyle Larson's 2021 Valvoline regular Chevrolet Camaro. And my goodness, man, let's get a closer look at this one. Another Valvoline car to the collection, folks, and of course, it's for frickin' Kyle Larson. So without further ado, time to get this diecast review on right away, folks. Number 5 right there, Hendrick Motorsports. Drive for 5 on the hood right there. Underneath the Valvoline instant oil change. I really like how that logo looks. It actually looks like a Valvoline like billboard or a sign that they have hanging on a shop. So that looks very cool. Got Larson's name is a little bit crooked. Yeah, that is definitely a little bit crooked. Larson's name right there, but it's not a big deal. You got Sunoco right there, Goodyear. NASCAR Cup Series. The NASCAR race car is wanting to climb into the front windshield right there. Metro Tech. We got, let's see, Tarleton, which that paint scheme is just, ugly paint scheme that should never have even ran. That car was terrible, that Talchin car. We got the win record, 269. Is it 269? I can't really read it that good. So, there you have it. You got number 5 right there, Kyle Larson. Let's see how many wins he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as of this Daytona race. So we got Exalta, Acronis, Freightliner, Magtool, Siemens, and Cincinnati right there. Valvoline. Then you have Valvoline Instant Oil Change. NASCAR race car. HendrickCars.com right there because this is Kyle Larson driving it. And over to the back, we got some very, very funky looking taillights. And, oh wow, so it looks like the decal wrap, or putting this decal on the car, a piece of it got on the spoiler. That's incredible. You got, that Chevy logo is all off and really crooked. Got a paint chip, is that supposed to be on that? Oh, it is. I was about to say, there's a red mark on the Drive for 5 logo, which is supposed to be there, so it's not an error like I thought it out to be. Chevy rear quarter window, rear view camera, tail lights right there, the number 5, ZL1 Camaro 1LE, Valvoline oil exchange. Then you got the old Valvoline logo, and then the new one on the roof. Time for the paint scheme. Oh, by the way, you got your little roof hatch for the Daytona race. So if this car had came out a lot earlier in the Flash Racing Cup Series, you would have seen this on a plate track, but you'll be seeing it in Phoenix. Stay tuned for that next race in Phoenix. You're going to be seeing this paint scheme, and there is weird oil and residue on this car. And I even noticed it before I took it out. Look at the paint texture. Look at that. Something spilled on this car, and I didn't even notice it. It came out of the factory just like this, with like oil and stains and weird stuff like that. Not sure what that is, but anyways, this car is spray painted blue. I don't really know if it's the same blue as the Napa one, but I would not be surprised at all. The number 5, you got the white outline with the red number filling with the usual number 5 font, making it look like Terry Labonte drove it. So over to the front of the car, we got the black splinter with the black spoiler. So you got a black spoiler and a black splitter. I honestly wish they would have just left the spoiler blue. Probably, that would have looked really cool as well, but hey, I'm not the one that designed this car, right? Kyle Larson's name matches the sponsor colors with the red and the white right there. Okay, I'd bring that up too as part of the paint scheme. So to the front, you have a white design with the little red spikes down there, little stripes. Okay, so you have that going on. Then you have a silver stripe going on to the white. And this car, very, very similar to the red one with how the template is arranged. Pretty much this is just a modernized version of that exact car, but you're doing it with the modern branding. So that's how this car is in terms of the paint scheme. So it's got the silver outline to it, and that silver has some metallic speckles in it. So you got that going on. Then of course the design, pretty much the same as the red, but with the whole different modernized looks and shapes to the angles of it. So it goes up, then swooshes down, then kind of back up a little bit towards the rear quarter, the rear wheel, then towards the rear quarter panel. You got the red, white, and silver stripes, and the red is the bottom part of the color. It's the bottom color, as you can see right there, which looks really sharp. It kind of outlines like where it has like angles and stuff. Like right here, it just shoots down, and then you can see that too shoots down. It's just a piece of the red. Same with this over here, which really looks sharp and very modern, which is the purpose of this car being made. The Valvoline blue one, that is. And of course, it continues onto the rear quarter panel right there, the red. The white, and it goes towards the back of the car. And now that it's towards the back, you still got the silver outline with the white, but it outlines around the Chevy Camaro. And of course, the sponsor of the car made their logos a part of the paint scheme. So you have the boxy billboard look to the sponsor right there on the hood and on the side as well. And they kind of gave it an angular shape to it to go across the side with the silver outline, and then the red where the Valvoline is. It's all white where the Valvoline blue and red V is, the iconic V. And of course it goes all the way to the back, and it wraps towards the tail lights, not really touching the rear bumper, and goes up towards the spoiler, which you can see this die cast, it went all the way up because of the way the decal quality was. And of course, the same way on the roof. It still has a silver outline to it. I really like how the outline was actually done silver and not a plain gray. I really do appreciate that. It really adds some depth to the paint scheme. Very, very cool. I don't think the 5 has a silver outline. If I zoom in on it, yeah, it's just a white outline. Maybe it might have it and I'm just not seeing it, or the camera's not zooming in. But I'm pretty sure it's not. I think the silver is just for the paint scheme. So it's just like a very bold white outline towards it. No silver or nothing on it. Which, that's okay. I mean, silver's cool, but you don't want to overdo it. I mean, it's already part of the template. So it does look really cool there. The red numbers on a blue car with the white outline, and then this sharp design that goes all across this car. Definitely an awesome Valvoline car. Now, we're going to get to the fun part of the video. We are not going to be comparing this to the red because, as I explained, it is just a modernized version of it. Let's take a look at the comparison of the car that I'm going to compare it to. As I'm going to get it out of the box. Ooh, it's one of these boxes. Very, very good. Let's see if I can get the car out that I'm going to compare it to, because this car, too, is also in a package. Bam! We're going to compare it to, this is the moment we've probably all been waiting for. Let's compare it to the 1998-1999 Valvoline car. I'm pretty sure all of us saw this coming. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, Mark Martin was my favorite driver, and this was my favorite paint scheme. My first favorite NASCAR paint scheme. So let's take a look at it. So there you go. That's the hood right there. Pretty much this one has the 1998-1999 Mark Martin, which is my favorite of all time still. It's pretty much, you just got white in the front, and then blue in the back for the template, and of course the red and the other shades of blue. We'll probably review that diecast soon. I hope to get a classic review of that. That would be really cool. We're going to compare it first. But man, I have so many of this car, this Mark Martin one. And of course the 2000 design will be another cool comparison for comparing these paint schemes. Because that car was a solid all white color. But I'm going to compare it to the one that I loved the most, the 1998-1999. And of course, how could I forget, this Valvoline car has both the brandings on it. I don't know how I didn't bring this up, because you guys have probably seen it. You've got the old Valvoline branding and the new Valvoline branding on the same car. On the same car. So that's very, very interesting and very, very cool. It's a lot of history with that. So there it is. As you can see on the deck lid. Cummins is no longer NASCAR, or they're with Stewart-Haas Racing nowadays. And of course, this car here is certainly not a Ford. This is a Chevy, and then this is a Ford one. So, after comparing the paint schemes, comparing them in hand, I gotta say, the 1998-1999 one looks better. And that's not biased. This car truly is the best Valvoline car to ever be made for this sponsor. And probably one of the greatest NASCAR paint schemes that I've ever seen. But of course, as much as I like to go on and on about that car right there, it's all about the Larson one, so I gave you guys a 360 view. I really do like the blue. The blue kind of is different, though, as you can tell. It's more like modern paint. It's like what is it called? Seaside Blue Chevy manufacturer color for the Camaro ZL1, which is really, really cool. And wait a second, I just noticed it. What the hell's the Goodyear number 1 logo is doing on this car? It's the Goodyear number 1 is on the back, but it's not even over on the front. Is that an issue? Is that a quality issue? Is that actually how it ran? You got Goodyear number 1 in the back, the 2019 throwback wheels on the back, and then you got the regular wheels in the front. Does this car run like this, or is this an... I'm telling you, man, if this is a factory defect, this might be a pretty rare occurrence, which makes this copy of this car gonna be something really, I mean, wow. Maybe I'm overthinking that right there, having the Goodyear #1 in the back and then the regular ones in the front. What's the deal with that? You guys let me know. If, is your Kyle Larson Valvoline car looking like this one here with the Goodyear #1 in the back? So let's get a 360 view again. After I noticed that, I was like, went crazy. Absolutely get this car. If you're like me and you're collecting the Valvoline, all the Valvoline cars, like I am, definitely get this one. I would definitely say get it if you're a Larson fan. Pray to the Lord above, the good Lord above, that this car will be made in authentic so more people can get this one. But anyways, one more thing I would do. I know you probably say, well, paint the rims red. You know how you always mention the rim colors, changing them? Make it red. So, let me imagine how the red would look. Oh, yeah, that would look cool. Either the red or the blue. You gotta paint these frickin' rims different colors, man. I'm kinda getting tired of all the cars just being black tires. Well, maybe it just makes it easier for Lionel to produce the cars so they don't have to have 15 different rim colors. But that's going to be it, folks. Kyle Larson's 2021 Diet Coke 400 Valvoline car. We will see you guys in the next video. Comment, like, subscribe, and also stay tuned for more diecast reviews. We got a bunch of them coming out. We got my favorite driver, Chase Elliott diecast, Donnie Schatz diecast, a whole bunch of awesome diecasts, and of course, if you haven't checked them out already, the other diecast reviews, and maybe we'll get another classic. So thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.